Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Community Spotlight here at Angelo State University Ram Radio. Another special guest. Actually, I probably should say a special returning guest. Yeah. We've got back with us today Maestro Guzman from the San Angelo Symphony Orchestra. Welcome back to the show, Maestro. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me, first of all. I'm doing very well. Thank you.
What have you been doing since the last show? You kicked off your 75th Jubilee. The Diamond Jubilee. Sorry, Diamond Jubilee. You kicked that off last time you were here.
Mm-hmm. And we had a spectacular performance by our guest pianist, we kicked up the season, and we were having a great time. He was phenomenal.
Okay.
And since the last time I was here, I was in Mexico City. Not only visiting my mom, who's 90 years old, but also I was appointed main organist at the National Auditorium in Mexico City.
That's impressive. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. It's organ is my instrument.
Yeah.
And I don't get to play that much anymore, but they thought that I would be a good person to follow in the steps of my former teacher who died three months ago.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, we were too. He was a magnificent musician. And so that means that this is the largest organ in Latin America.
Okay.
And the largest indoor hall in Latin America, mainly used for big, massive pop concerts.
Sure.
But it has a pipe organ there, and it is a monster. It's humongous. And so I was there, and now I'm going to have to practice a little more. And here we are now back to San Angelo for our Spooktacular concert.
The Spooktacular, yes. I'm excited to see that. My kids are excited to get to go because they get to. So I look at just a little funny thing here. So my kids have already worn their costumes twice. Then they'll wear it again tonight for a church thing, and then they'll wear it tomorrow night for trick or treat, and then they get to wear it a fifth time to go see y'all on Saturday night. Well, and they're like so excited they get to wear their costume five times.
That's great. Well, they're gonna love it, and not only that, we will have a little bit of a mini costume contest.
Oh, goodness.
For the kiddos. So
my son will love that. My daughter, not so much. My daughter will be like, I don't want to get up there. But my son is going to be like up there dancing, I guarantee.
No. We're going to go around, and we will have 3 finalists. Those 3 finalists will be invited to go on stage, or maybe just so that they don't climb the steps. Sure. Just stay on the lower level.
Sure.
And by applause, the audience is going to get
really cool.
Pick the winners. They're going to get, all of them, you're going to get a prize, maybe a bag of candy, but it's good candy. As if they needed it.
My son already has 2 full buckets. So I don't know if you know McDonald's has these little buckets with their Happy Meals right now?
Yes.
So that's what they're using right now, because they went to McDonald's one day and got one of those buckets, and they've already filled those things up twice in the last year, and they're going to fill it up a third time today. They don't need another bucket of candy, Maestro. Come on now, you're killing me. Let me back up there a little bit. You mentioned being able to step in where your predecessor, your teacher, your mentor was an organist down there in Mexico City. What does it mean to you to be able to step into his role? This is someone you've admired for a long time.
A long time, yeah. My teacher, his name was Hector Guzman. He was the main organist at the National Auditorium in Mexico City for 23 years.
Wow.
In a position that he held until his death three months ago. So they had a little recital. Well, not a little. 7,000 people showed up.
That's a little big.
Yeah, and myself, another Mexican organist, and an organist from Italy, and another one from Austria, who were good friends of my teacher. We performed a concert in his memory, and 7,000 people showed up. And after the concert, the director of the auditorium asked me if I would consider taking his place.
Sure.
He was my first organ teacher. So when I was 15 years old until I graduated when I was 21 at the Conservatory of Music in Mexico City, He was my teacher, and we were great friends. We remained friends forever.
Sure.
And he was one of those that always encouraged me in my career. Even when I became a conductor, he always, supported me and was very proud of what I've done. And so it's a great honor, to tell you the truth, to be considered for that position. Maestro Urban's daughters were there, and they were just so thrilled and grateful. It was a very emotional moment,
I'm sure.
And so I'm very, very proud of that, and also an enormous responsibility, because now I have to play there, a few times a year, organize an international organ festival, and then oversee the maintenance of that incredibly big organ, and that takes a lot of effort.
Well, I mean, it's not like you're not busy already.
No, not with 4 orchestras.
I mean, 4 orchestras. That's nothing nowadays, right?
Yeah,
no, it's easy, easy peasy. No big deal.
Yeah.
Now you've mentioned the 4 orchestras. You had your Diamond Jubilee here in San Angelo last month, and have you had any other things going on with the other orchestras and things like that going on?
We started our season in Corpus Christi.
Okay.
We started our season with the Plano Symphony Orchestra, and then we started our season last month also with Irving, the Irving Symphony Orchestra. So this is the month that we have our second concert in all orchestras. So
you're just bouncing around the state here.
That's right. Yeah, and but it's good. It keeps me active. And
do you drive or fly everywhere? Just out of curiosity.
Mostly drive, because I like it. I like to drive.
Okay.
Here. It's not that bad. From my house here is about 4 hours.
Okay.
With some pit stops here and there, but it's less than 4 hours, so it's not bad.
Okay.
Corpus Christi, I usually
That's
fly.
a longer drive.
It's about 7 hours.
Yeah.
Sometimes I drive because I just like.
Sure.
I like driving, but not on the highway. So I try to
take the back roads
and all that.
And I've made that trip. The back roads aren't that bad going.
No,
to
they're
Corpus.
not. They're not, and you get to see little towns and eat in the little places.
You go through like Rusk and all that, because you're coming out of Dallas area. Right?
Dallas, I go 67. No. Corpus Christi. I take a little bit of I-45, and then I take another road. I can't remember the highway number, but and then you reach highway. Is it Highway 80 or 90, in which you can go 85 miles an hour?
Oh yeah.
You avoid Austin.
80.
You avoid Austin.
You kind of go around all that.
You'll go around.
Kind of go between Austin and Houston and head straight down to
Corpus. Yeah. So that's not bad. But I fly if I can. I'll fly. If the prices are right.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. I don't blame you on that one.
Oh, gosh.
Sometimes airfare prices are just...
No, they really stick it to you.
They sure try. No question about that.
Anyway, that's what I've been doing, and looking forward to it.
So, of the 4, let's be honest, of the 4, which one of the 4 is your favorite music right now that you're enjoying more than any? At least for your kickoffs.
Well, to tell the truth, coming to San Angelo is always a joy, because I love the people here.
Yes.
They had me for a long time, and even though after the pandemic it's been very difficult to put bodies in the audience, because there's just so much product, that I really have fun, because they let me pretty much do what I want as far as music. Plano has been I've been with them 42 years.
Yes, you've been with Plano a long time.
Right. Irving, I've been with them 32 years, and with San Angelo 22 years.
Yeah.
But I really like coming here. I just
people are different.
They are.
They're different.
They're warm.
Well, it's definitely not like being in the Metroplex area,
No.
And it's nothing against the Metroplex. Just people are different here.
Yeah. No, and I developed long-time friendships that continue to this day. I've lost some friends, but continue to make new ones. And I like the programs and the freedom that I have to do what I think is good music with with this orchestra. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this weekend.
Okay.
It's the Spooktacular show, annual Spooktacular show. What can we... Now, we know about the costume contest for the kids, and I love that. First of all, let me tell you, I love that. That is an awesome way to bring kids and the children into the arts.
That's right.
And like my children love music. And they're 7. My youngest are 7 and 8. My 14-year-old sings. And I have a 20. Oh goodness, my daughter's going to get so upset. 25. I think she's 25 now. Who is actually a choir teacher. So I believe in teaching my kids the arts. Number one, I think it's huge.
Well, not only you believe in that, and it's not only huge. I think it's necessary because data is backing this up. It produces people who are responsible. You have a better chance for them not to get in trouble because music is discipline, music is commitment, music is effort, music is concentration. They do well in music. They will do, most of the times, they will do better in math. And they're overall, if not lovers, maybe appreciate people more. And so I don't say that because I'm a musician.
Sure.
No, you can see it in data that comes in with the psychologists, and it's just amazing. If you do that with your kids, chances are, not maybe all the time, but chances are that you're going to have pretty good kids.
Yeah, and highly intelligent. No, and I know what you mean. The data shows that they tend to be a little more intelligent and all those things. And it's one of the reasons like I've always not really. I don't want to say I've pushed my kids. My kids have just really naturally. My wife was a vocal artist. I played trombone and baritone and a lot of low brass. I was never in and my daughter that's a choir teacher actually grew up playing violin.
She must have a very good ear.
She does. It's really amazing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to brag on her a little bit. Do you mind if I brag on her? Well, let me tell you, I'm going to brag on her a little bit. I went she teaches in Roswell, New Mexico. And this past weekend we went to Roswell, and she was in a production of Beauty and the Beast. Now, community theater. Yeah. And let's be honest, sometimes you go to community theater and it's like, well, it was okay. And you appreciate it, though, because you know those people put a lot of hard work into it. But I got to tell you, this community theater did a wonderful job presenting Beauty and the Beast, and my daughter was Mrs. Potts and got to sing Beauty and the Beast whenever the Beast and Belle dance. My daughter is standing on stage singing Beauty and the Beast, and I cried. Well, it was so phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful hearing her sing. And I knew my daughter had a good voice, but I did not realize quite, like hearing her sing by herself like that.
In a solo part? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And my daughter's had the opportunity she sang in Carnegie Hall. She got to do a tour of Europe with her school. I mean, she's had a lot of opportunities. But I think the most moving for me was hearing her sing Saturday night Beauty and the Beast.
Well, you must be very, very proud.
I was very proud.
And you should be.
And so now I'm trying to get my littles, that's what we call my 7 and 8 year old, the littles. And we're trying to get them more into the arts and stuff because they're at that age where they're going to start, you know.
They're going to choose.
I'm not going to lie, my 7-year-old wants to play football. That's what he wants to do.
Well, that's okay. They can play football and play trumpet too. So
I agree wholeheartedly. But I'm also trying to get them to where my 8-year-old, she's starting to develop that voice, and she loves to sing and all that stuff. So it's getting exciting. So being able to get them to go see the symphony orchestra just adds another layer to that. And so as a parent, I'm really excited to be able to bring my kids there. Costume contest, just another added little bonus for them, and they'll love it.
Yeah.
How many kids do you think y'all probably reach annually in this particular?
Well, we have a youth concert program.
Okay.
We performed twice. The concerts take place in the spring. This time I think it will be in February, or the last day in January prior to our concert.
Okay.
And we serve all of the kids in the Concho Valley.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yes, all of them. We have about 3,000 to 4,000 kids show up.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
that's a lot of kids
from all over the county, and they come. we prepare a program so that when the kids come to the concert, they're familiar with the things that we're going to play. So we do that. See, the symphony doesn't only play concerts. We do youth concerts.
It's good
we
outreach.
Visit schools.
Yeah.
Some of our members visit schools, hospitals, memory centers, senior citizen centers, libraries, and they play. They play, and so that we have more interest in the symphony, and it continues to be interesting for people. So
that is really
this
cool.
concert is a little different because it's part of our season.
Sure.
But we wanted to include families and especially kids.
Yeah.
And we call it spooky or spooktacular because it's
yeah.
very close to Halloween.
Sure.
But we also didn't want to put anything gory or bloody or scary. But we wanted the kids to have fun and the parents too.
Yes.
We're going to ask the parents also to come in costume if they want to.
Well, I don't want to reveal my costume. Well, I will. I'll reveal my costume because I might do that.
Well, look, it's
so the last time you saw me, I had a full beard and everything, and it's gone. My costume is Uncle Fester from the Addams Family.
It's just perfect.
I've even got the.
That's right.
The look. I've got the look.
It's perfect.
So I figured if my kids call me Uncle Fester enough, I might as well go ahead and dress like him one year.
You will have fun. You will have fun.
You're gonna. Oh man, Maestro, you got me on that one. Hey, so what's the music? What's the lineup this year? What are we looking at?
Okay, so to begin with, we open with the overture to an opera by Johann Strauss, The Bat, Die Fledermaus. And
hey, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's a very famous waltz.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And why is it? Is it part of Halloween? Well, no, but the plot takes place at a party where everybody has a mask. So it's
kind of a Romeo and Juliet setup, almost. Yeah.
But everybody has a costume.
Yeah.
And everybody has a mask. Nobody recognizes anybody. So it's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
In addition to that, we have some selections that were played in a very old, one of the earliest Disney movies, the first Fantasia.
Can I tell you, Fantasia is absolute. I know it's not the popular opinion, but Fantasia is one of my favorite productions Walt Disney ever did.
Oh, it was genius. It was genius. Philadelphia Orchestra with you.
My goodness.
With Leopold Stokowski. We're going to do Night in Bald Mountain. It's the scene where the evil spirit resurrects the dead.
Yes.
But at the end, good triumphs over evil, and the good souls go to heaven. So we'll do that one. And then we, on the second half, from that same movie, we do The Sorcerer's Apprentice by Paul Dukas.
Yes.
So,
I love The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Mickey doing his thing and chopping up this broom and coming to life and not able to stop. It is a wonderful scene.
And just grows and grows and grows.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. In addition, we have some other things such as the Danse Macabre by Saint-Saëns, which is a classical music. People don't know that. No. They'll recognize it.
I'm going to tell you, you say that. My producer in there, he's in there going, yeah, that's a good one there.
It is a good piece. And then we have we have a guest artist.
Okay.
And that artist is not a musician; it's a magician.
Oh, changing things up here.
Oh yeah, David Hyra is his name. He is just recently retired. He was a professional magician, and he actually trains professional magicians now.
Okay.
Some of his proteges now perform in Vegas.
Wow.
So he is a very, very good magician.
That's impressive. Where's he out of?
He has family in Dallas, but he's retiring now to Costa Rica.
Okay.
Poor thing. He suffers a lot.
I know. It's a rough life
it's a
down
rough
there.
life, I'm telling you. So David is going to not only play magic tricks for the people and the kids that come into the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be performing there for the kids and the adults. But then at the concert, he performs twice by himself and then twice with the orchestra.
Wow.
The orchestra performs two things. He will be performing to the music of Pirates of the Caribbean.
I love Pirates of the
the
Caribbean.
famous
man.
movie. And then he closes the concert with Harry Potter.
Nice.
John Williams' Harry Potter.
And I've already told you my John Williams story. I almost got kicked out of the honor band by John Williams.
That's right. Yeah, you told me.
I love anything by John Williams. I really do. I just love all his
That's
stuff.
a wonderful score, and he closes the program with Harry Potter doing some really marvelous tricks on stage.
That's impressive, yeah.
So
and how appropriate, the wizards and magic and everything together.
In a wholesome way. I mean,
yes, no, absolutely.
That's what we wanted. We just wanted adults and kids and everybody to do that and to come not afraid of something, I don't know, witches or witches, but in a nice way. I mean,
right.
It's non-threatening. Let's put it that way.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's a good way to say that. Well, family environment.
It's a family environment. We wanted to kids, because kids enjoy magic anyway.
Sure they do.
Birthdays.
I enjoy magic.
Yeah.
Come on.
And they're done by a professional magician such as David Hira. It's really terrific, and he's wonderful with the audience.
Listen, Maestro, I'm more worried about you're going to be in the middle of conducting and look over there and forget where you're at.
Well, that I'm always afraid that will happen, but no, I've seen these tricks enough that I can concentrate on my own. But that's the program.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a phenomenal program.
Yes.
How much work goes into this preparation here? Because that's a lot. First of all, it's a lot of music. It sounds like a relatively lengthy program, which is a good thing. I mean,
well, we try not to overdo it.
Sure.
Sounds long, but it's really not. Kids will not get tired of it.
Yeah.
We have worked on this for a year.
Oh,
just
wow.
putting the pieces together and what would be appropriate and the perfect length.
Yeah.
And I think it's always better to leave an audience wanting more.
Sure.
Than them kind of getting tired of looking at their watch and say, when is this going to be over? So we do that. Again, this coming Saturday, the time is 7 p.m.
I was going to say 7 p.m.,
7
right? 7
p.m. this Saturday, November 2nd, at the Murphy Performance Hall, there at City Hall. You can call the office. I think it's 658-5877. Well, 325-658-5877. You can go online, sanangelosymphony.org.
Okay.
Or you can visit us there at our office, which is right there at City Hall.
Sure.
They'll take care of you. We have discounts for students. I think the cheapest, less expensive ticket is about $20.
That's not bad.
No, but there's discounts for senior citizens, students, and military, active military.
Okay.
So
what about us veterans? I'm kidding.
Hey, just tell them. Just tell them you know me.
No, I think that's great. I'm glad that you offer veterans that opportunity, or those that are serving, because they, as a veteran, I feel like they deserve it as well.
Of course. We're always grateful for that. And,
absolutely.
We'll accommodate.
And it's a military community.
Oh my goodness, yeah! What good fellow right here.
Yeah.
So
it's a military community. So
we always have people from the base joining us. So we also will have a school. I can't remember what school, but there will be invited a whole group of students from that elementary school, and we're encouraging again parents to come dressed, the kids to come dressed in costume, and have a great time. With the magician and the great music. I'm
not going to lie, it just sounds flat out amazing. It just really does.
I want it to be a family event.
And I love that because, I've really enjoyed the town of San Angelo since we moved here, or the city of San Angelo, I should say. And I feel like, it's the people here are just, as we've said, they're just different. They're nicer. And with all the things that there are to do in San Angelo, sometimes you just need a good event like this to just get out and do something different. Because this isn't something that happens every weekend. It's not like you've got the orchestra going every weekend doing a new set of music every weekend. That would be not very easy to do, if not impossible. Especially when you conduct 4 different orchestras. And,
right.
Well, and now you got
The
Mexico City.
Yeah. Well, at least that one I'll be by myself. But man, I tell you, it's a good thing. But being busy is, for me, has been good. And
That's
and
awesome.
I thrive on that. So.
Sure. Well, you know, I've always heard idle hands are the devil's playground, and
That's right.
I'm guessing you stay out of trouble a lot.
Well, not as much as I would like to, but I try.
Sure. Okay, now, Maestro, we're going to go into a little bit of fun. We got about 5 minutes here, about 4.5, 5 minutes.
Okay.
So let's have a little fun with this now. First of all, what is your favorite piece from this weekend that you're performing?
Well, all of them, but I really like the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Okay.
It's just a hard score. People don't realize it's a very difficult piece to play, but played well, it's phenomenal. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. And I love the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I'm not going to lie, mine's probably going to be the Fantasia piece.
Well, that one is the one that.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, then we're in agreement. It's the same piece.
It's the same piece. Yeah.
I'm going to love it just because I've always loved anything
Mickey
Fantasia.
Mouse.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Mickey Mouse?
You know, I mean, I'm in complete agreement with you there.
Yeah.
Okay, now, of all the composers, and there's composers from all through time, who's your hands-down number one favorite?
Well, I'm an organist, and so the music of Johann Sebastian Bach has a very special place in my heart. But outside of that, I'm very, very partial to the Romantics, starting with Beethoven, Tchaikovsky, Brahms, Mendelssohn. I just identify with that music, and it's my favorite.
You may not believe this, but it's God's honest truth. I have some vinyl of some of those.
Yep, well, me too.
I've got
I still
some
do.
vinyl.
And they're in top shape.
Yeah, I collect vinyl. That's one of the things that I love to collect. So when we go to garage sales, I look for vinyls, and some people just don't know what they have.
No, those are big treasures. I'm telling you.
I have 2 collector's edition of the complete works of Glenn Miller. It's all the background stuff where they're rehearsing and all those things. Oh my goodness,
amazing.
2 sets of it.
Amazing.
So, okay, now when we're outside of orchestra, what's on your iPod? What are you listening to? What are you enjoying? I know I told you I was going to ask this question.
Yeah.
Now here it is. What are you listening to, Maestro?
Well, I'll enjoy a good jazz.
Oh.
Including Latin jazz, some progressive jazz, but just the old school. Dave Brubeck, Billy Mays, Oscar Peterson.
Okay.
The old school, you know. But I also enjoyed Chick Corea and some Paul Coltrane. Coltrane, and so that type of jazz.
Sure.
But I also like the Latin music. My wife is from the Dominican Republic, so we listen to salsa music, merengues, and my own country, Mexico. I love my mariachi music, of course.
Sure.
But that's what I listen to. I listen to everything except hard rock and bad rap.
Yes, I'm right there with you on that one. I do, but well, you know, you mentioned hard rock, but I will tell you, I do like the '80s hair band phase, like the Guns N' Roses and the big hair bands and stuff like that.
No, I mean
I enjoyed some of that.
I love Queen. I love the Eagles. I love even Pink Floyd. I enjoyed.
You go a little old school.
Well, old school, but
but I love it.
Well, I like it. Now, if it's too loud or too, I won't.
I get that. No, I understand.
My ears
that.
can't take it.
Yeah, I understand that wholeheartedly, and that's awesome. So, but look, you know what? That is awesome. And you said I might be a little surprised. I got to tell you, I'm not surprised by the Latin jazz. I love that, but. You are from Mexico, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
We have it in our blood.
Yeah, I mean, I might have been offended if you didn't like it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I will tell you when it comes to I love Louis Armstrong. I love Louis Armstrong.
Yeah.
Big fan. Of course, I'm from Louisiana.
Yeah.
It's kind of required we like old Louis.
Yeah.
And I always like big band, the Glenn Miller, obviously,
Tommy
the trombone.
Dorsey.
Yeah, all those. I did enjoy those. So
good. So
well,
we're in good company.
Yes, Maestro, I appreciate you being here today. It's been an amazing interview. I appreciate your time and telling us about Spooktacular. I look forward to taking my kids out this weekend and seeing that. I look forward to the music. It's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, well, I hope to see a lot of people there and have fun.
7 o'clock Saturday night, Murphy Auditorium. Be there and enjoy it. Get your tickets ahead of time. Might sell out.
All right.
And go have a good time and in a good family atmosphere.
That's right. Have fun.
Maestro, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Look forward to having you on when it comes time for the Christmas. You're going to have a Christmas show coming up.
Nice surprises then.
Yes, and I think we're actually going to move that show onto the TV station this time.
Oh, okay.
We'll make a little bit of a change there and have a great talk about that when it comes time.
Look forward to it.
All right, so folks, until then, this has been Zachary Carlock with Maestro Guzman of the San Angelo Symphony Orchestra. Go see him this weekend, this Saturday night, 7 p.m. at Murphy Auditorium. Until then, we'll see you around. Be safe.